Hi everyone, Nathan here from the ebookreader.com. For this video review, I'm going to give you guys a look at the IdolPad Plus from Idolian. So this is one of the cheapest 7-inch tablets you can buy. It was just released a couple of weeks ago. It's got a whole bunch of features for the price. Actually, it sells for about 89 bucks, and they're marketing it as the cheapest Android tablet in its class. So let me go ahead and show you a couple of things right here. I've got the it comes with this USB adapter. You can plug in full size USB port, and you can use like a mouse, like I'm using right here, or keyboard. You can also plug in like a memory stick if you want to plug in another memory card in with the connector. So that's kind of a cool thing. You got the USB host. We've also got mini HDMI port, headphone jack. There's the charger port. And we've also got a microphone, and then there's a power button up here and volume buttons. So there's also a camera on the front, no camera on the back. On the front we've also got a couple of extra buttons. We've got a home button, and then the back button and menu button. Okay, so the IdolPad Plus runs Android 4.0.4, the latest version of Ice Cream Sandwich. It also comes with the Google Play Store on board, so that's one of the main things that sets this tablet apart from a lot of the other budget tablets. You can actually get your apps from Google. There's one really confusing thing about it at first though. So when I first got the tablet, that was actually nowhere to be found. You have to go in here to developer options and check the box for show Google applications. Once you do that, then the Google Play Store will appear, as well as Gmail, and you can sign into your Google account using one of those, and then you can go ahead and download apps from the Play Store, so as well as other Google apps. So that's one of the cooler things about this tablet, and I found the selection is pretty decent too. Not everything shows up. For instance, like the Chrome browser doesn't show up for some reason, so I downloaded that from a different app store and it works okay. Okay, so most of those Google apps will install and work. I got Google Reader, Gmail, of course there's the Play Store, like I said, and then we've also got some others. So one strange thing was Google Books wouldn't update. It also comes with the Google Books pre-installed. It's the older version of Google Books, which was actually Google Books. Now it's Playbooks. For some reason that wouldn't update, but the app still works. Some of the other apps I got on here, the Amazon App Store, like I said, we can install that to get their free app as well. I've got some e-reading apps installed, the Adobe Reader and the Kindle and Aldico. Those all work well. So I wanted to test out Netflix on this tablet because I reviewed the TouchTab 10 last month and Netflix wouldn't work. And Netflix works great on this tablet, and streaming it out to your TV with the HDMI port works well too. Another thing with the TouchTab 10, I couldn't get a lot of video games to work on it because the accelerometer only worked one way. So these type of games wouldn't work. But on the the IdolPad here, these type of games do work well. The accelerometer works. These type of steering games also works for Temple Run. That's another one that wouldn't work on the TouchTab 10, but does work on this tablet. So yeah, some of these games you're not going to get like the high-end games, like a lot of the Game Loft games and stuff don't even appear in the Google App Store. But a lot of these other type games work well. Obviously, Angry Birds, anything like that. So the gaming experience on this is pretty decent. It's not like high-end tablets or anything, but it's still okay. This has a 7-inch 800 by 480 resolution screen. The viewing angles are actually pretty good from the sides, as you can see. And the top is pretty decent too. It gets really bad when you go down. It starts to degrade really fast that way. So the viewing angles aren't bad 3 ways. The one thing with this tablet that I've had some trouble with is battery life. The battery life isn't that good. We're talking like 3 to 4 hours. Last night I streamed Netflix for 3 hours and 40 minutes straight before it petered out and died. So YouTube also works well. It plays HD videos. They look good. I'll go ahead and show you this one right here a second. So this tablet, it comes with Adobe Flash pre-installed, and it works okay. It's not great, but it does work. I've never really had a lot of luck with Flash on pretty much any tablet, but it does come pre-installed and it does work. As far as the web browser goes, it's pretty smooth as far as scrolling goes and zooming. And we've also got the portrait mode. It does take it a couple of seconds when you're changing orientation. The IdolPad Plus has a 5-point capacitive touchscreen The touchscreen works pretty well. I do have a little bit of trouble with the web browser at the very top sometimes, but in all other instances it seems to react well. It's got 5-point capacitive touch, so you can touch 5 points at once. So for the most part, everything is quick and responsive. It's got a Cortex A8 1.2 gigahertz processor. It's pretty zippy as far as just the performance goes, and we've got the widgets for Android 4.0. You can add those to the home screen, reorganize everything how you want. So the folks at Idolian lent me this tablet to review. They also loaned this keyboard case, which is kind of cool. I'll do a separate review for it, but I just want to show you real quick. You can also use these type of things with this tablet, plug that in, and then you can use the keyboard for everything. You still need to use the touchscreen for some things because it doesn't have like actual Android buttons on the keyboard. As you can see, it's like a regular keyboard. So this keyboard does work great for typing in notes, obviously. They're actually pretty cheap. They're like $10 to $20, so it's kind of a cool little keyboard actually. So all in all, I kind of like this tablet. I think it's pretty good for the price. I mean, 89 bucks isn't bad. The only thing I really don't like I said, is the battery life's not very good. If you can live with a battery life, it's a pretty decent tablet for the money actually, because you get the USB port with host, and then you've also got the HDMI port, and we've got a front-facing camera, so it does have a good set of features, and it does run relatively smooth. It's just the battery is pretty much the one thing that is the catch with this particular tablet. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review. Check out the ebookreader.com. I got that full written review right here, and I've got some additional information. I got all the specs and everything over here.